Legally,
leave
I'm
every
just
now and
can't.
then
I'm sorry.
you'll
Each
get
time I'm
evaluated
talking, you talk
again.
over me like everywhere else I'm calling. You said so they're picking up somebody else here. She's getting the treatment that I couldn't get. So they would offered a bus pass. I didn't get that.
Did you want a bus pass?
I just don't understand why they're helping this other woman. She didn't cry in front of them.
Crying in front of somebody doesn't dictate like the way the treatment goes.
But if I told this man that I'm suffering abuse and I don't want to hurt myself, I don't want to get to the point to where I want help before it gets too serious. I came here to get help, and I know that I needed help because this is traumatic to experience this year after year and not have a support system in everywhere you're going. Okay. And everywhere I'm going, depriving me of assistance. This is painful. I told him that. And then cried and saying, I don't know what I'm going to do. That's why I came here to get help. Calling year after year, and people started arguments.
They were going to help you.
No, they weren't. That's why I called. What's your name?
My name's Andre Thompson.
And your employee ID?
EM2424.
Okay. How many people have you had call 911 on a mental health organization?
It happens. Not a lot, though.
Okay. Do they tell you that the mental health organization won't help them with mental health?
That has happened too. But again, a lot of times it's a misunderstanding because what they want to happen isn't happening, and they're not kind of going along with the treatment.
Okay, how many people have you told them that how many people have told you that the police department came when they were trying to get medical treatment? And I'm watching someone drive off that's getting help. Just driving off with.
Police are often involved in these things.
Okay, so once again, how many people have you heard to communicate with you that the police department came and interrupted them trying to get medical treatment and made them leave before they got it? You just said ethically they cannot deny me assistance. They did it. So with you,
it doesn't sound like they denied you assistance. It sounds like you don't want the assistance that they want to give you. But like I said, we're sending two of our people to evaluate.
If I'm telling them that I want to get into a hospital because I don't want to go hurt myself, I want to get into a hospital before I get to that point, then I'm not going to a hospital. And I'm crying and emotional, having a meltdown. But back to
not suggest that you need to be in a hospital.
I'm sorry?
That is why they're doing that. I said when I talked to that counselor, said that your evaluation did not suggest that you need to be inpatient.
Well, I'm communicating with you. The reason why I call 911 is because this keeps happening. I think someone's controlling my experience. Just like I keep getting denied mental health treatment, I keep getting denied medical treatment too, is what I tried to communicate with you, and you kept talking while I was talking. The police department has came numerous times. I think that they're working behind the scenes and having these people do this. So if I'm watching another girl leave and go, why is it impossible to go to a hospital for someone that wants to go? That's having an emotional breakdown and crying in front of you.
You can't just go to a hospital because you want to go. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, okay. So people don't admit themselves in the hospital. It can't be done.
Well, if you take yourself there.
They didn't say that. I'm trying. Why did the other lady didn't take herself there? They set up a ride for her to go. Why I'm here at Integral Care, why didn't they do that? Why are they demanding I put my life in jeopardy and get on the bus?
So we can't use her to compare.
I think that something's amiss. You said that I have to physically go to the hospital. If I'm telling them I'm in a situation, why are they demanding that I get outpatient? They didn't give me information for a hospital to send myself there.
If you physically go to the emergency room, they aren't going to keep you. If you've been here and they recommended that you do outpatient therapy, the ER will probably back that up.
But that's not. Here's the thing. This is a red flag because if someone's saying that they want to hurt themselves, then you're supposed to do emergency detention, if at minimum. But I tried to. Hold on. I'm not able to speak. I'm not able to speak on all my phone calls. I'm not able to speak on all my phone calls. I would like to have a normal life. So
Well,
I'm not. Am
like I
I able to
said, we've
speak?
got two people. We've
I'm.
got two people headed over to where you are.
I'd like to speak.
They'll talk to you,
Okay.
and you can tell
So
them, and they
typically,
and they
normally,
will
how
determine
you're being rude.
what they need to do.
I don't know why my calls are always like this. This is why I don't get anywhere, because I can't find ethical people anywhere around me. So typically, if someone is saying that I want to hurt myself or I want to have them go to admit myself in the hospital, it's not typically impossible. That's a red flag. This is very traumatic to have someone be able to abuse this much power and entice all your locations and crimes to keep you from services, including shelters and everywhere I'm at. That's very traumatizing. Since I cannot get help to end the abuse, I'm reaching out to get into a hospital. I don't want to commit
You call
suicide.
911.
I don't want to go
Providers
through
have
that.
been
I want to
dispatched
get help
to
before
see
I
you.
do that.
You called 911, and two providers have been dispatched. So we're not ignoring you. They're on the way.
But
they
here's
have
the
to
thing:
drive
the problem of the
extra
fact
minutes.
still remains is that when I go to medical hospitals, the police are still there. When I try to get help any other place, I'm denied the help. A place that I went to all the time to get food, I just found out someone else here says that they do housing. They lied about it. Having locations lie about housing. They said that they
No,
just
ma'am.
serve food, and they
The police are going to
someone
be
actually
where they
got housed
are.
there. How are people able to do this all these years? I'm not being heard. So if my civil rights violations are to the extreme to where my mental health treatment and medical treatment is denied, I'm not safe to live in this country. You guys are going to kill me.
You're not being denied treatment, though.
I'm
That's
not.
the
I'm not
problem.
being heard. I have videos where the police department has came and demanded a discharge without me getting the medical treatment. They took tests and didn't have time to give me the test results, telling me I had to pull them up online. I said, you are discharging me and haven't given me the test results. Then they didn't have their story straight, their lie straight, so they left. Then came back and said, you can pull it up online when we get the test results. They took the test results,
No.
will discharge me so quick to where they couldn't even give me the results. Because the police
This
department
would
came
be
and
a
told them
lot
to do it.
easier if you let them treat you at peak, like they said they were going to.
They denied treatment, sir. Someone else got the treatment and left getting her treatment. They told me to
No,
leave and then denied resources.
They said you don't qualify
This
to go into a hospital.
that I think they're
They denied
compromised. He
treatment. They
also
wanted
lied
to
about
treat
these
you outpatient.
resources. He also lied
Not
about the
the same
resources.
thing.
And I cried in front of this man, had a meltdown. Okay, sir, this is how my phone calls are. All my phone calls covered for crimes.
Well, you have been offered treatment, and you're not starting that treatment.
No, they told me to go somewhere else to get the treatment. I'm not being heard. They gave me an address to go somewhere else. They did not give me treatment.
That address to go somewhere else is probably a different installation of theirs.
Okay,
get
but the
started.
fact still remains is I came here to get into a hospital, not to get told to go somewhere else or to another location. I cried to this man and told him I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't want to end my life, but I don't know. I'm trying to come here to prevent it. I told this man that because I don't want to keep being targeted, denied law enforcement, police department coming to interrupt medical treatment, and then everywhere I'm calling is covering for it. Then I go try to report these strange, mysterious calls to my phone provider. Then the police department comes there. So I said that I'm going to start obtaining evidence each time all these locations deprive me of assistance and mistreatment. So what you heard was somebody else getting the treatment saying that they're on their way, and then she got her ride. But me crying in front of this man multiple different times, having a meltdown, I didn't qualify for it.
So you cannot weaponize crying and saying that you're going to hurt yourself.
I did. I said both.
That doesn't. No, I'm saying you can't use that as a weapon.
If I'm crying, she was happy-go-lucky getting services. What do y'all need to do to pull? Why do you gotta see me? Okay, first off, this is fruitless. In the United States of America, if someone wants to get mental health treatment and say, I want to go to the hospital, they're not robbed of that right for start. So number one, this is a red flag. He hung up.